Peace is a word we hear a lot, and I think we use it wrongly most of the time. And I used to also think, like, just be at peace, man, just like love yourself and love. But I think it's a lot deeper than that. As we say every week, these four words are a lot deeper than we make them out to be in the world. And if we think about peace, and the original way it was written, for instance, in the Bible, the word literally means to be whole, to be complete, to be the way you were supposed to be, the way you were created to be. And I truly believe that way is by being in relationship with God and relationship with other people. That's the beauty of God's creation. He created you to be at peace with Him and at peace with people around you. So until that happens, you can sit at your pool or lie in the river as much as you want to, but you will never truly be at peace. You will never truly be whole the way you were created to be, because you need to have a relationship with God and a relationship with people in relationship with God around this table to really be at peace. But that doesn't make sense to the world. Right? That doesn't make sense. If we just use the example of the people around this table, the people who have different races, maybe different backgrounds, different economic standings, different perspectives, we maybe vote differently. How are we getting along? Why are we at peace? It makes no sense. And I think the answer for that is very simple. It's Jesus. and it's Jesus who came, and the Bible literally says He came as the peace. Peace came to earth. That means Jesus came to earth, and He came to fix these broken walls, fix these cracks maybe that you have in your life. If we say that peace and being at peace is being whole, then obviously the absence of peace means not being whole. And let's think a little bit about what that means. There might be some cracks in your mind or cracks in your heart. Maybe in your mind you are doubting whether God even exists. Or if you think He exists, you're doubting whether He loves you. You're doubting maybe whether other people around the table love you. Maybe you're doubting if you're good enough or even worthy of love. Maybe in your hearts you have cracks, like you have emotional uncertainties, you have emotional pain, you have loss in your past, people you've lost that are still making these cracks in your heart that just make you feel emotionally not at peace. But Jesus can and will and wants to mend those cracks, make you whole. You can be whole in Him and in relationship with others. Let's read from Philippians 4, from verse 6. Don't worry about anything, but in everything, through prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Jesus Christ. Through the peace of God, Jesus Himself literally can guard our hearts and minds. These cracks will not only be mended, but almost protected by His peace. But I'm sure to a lot of you this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me either. Sometimes I wonder, why am I at peace? Why do I feel complete? There's so many incomplete things in my life, or things outside, or relationships that hurt, or people that hurt me. But you can be at peace and it makes no sense. And when the world looks at it, it doesn't make sense. It surpasses all understanding. That's the power of Jesus working and mending these cracks in your hearts, making you whole again. When Jesus was on earth, he did many things that actually brought peace. And sometimes He said peace to you. But almost every time He did that, people would be frightened and almost freaked out, because it makes no sense that there's peace. How can this thing be whole? This world is so broken. How can this man make it whole again? And then after Jesus died on the cross, He rose from the dead. And that is obviously one of the freakiest things you can see, like someone who died and He beat death. We truly believe Jesus beat death. And after He rose from the dead, He appeared to many people just as proof that He did actually conquer death. And when He did that, obviously it made no sense. How can there be peace? How can there be wholeness in Jesus? He was dead 3 days ago. Now He's bringing peace to us. That might be freaky to you, that might be weird to you to think that Jesus brought peace, Jesus conquered death, and that means he can conquer death in you. He can make you alive forever. He can make you whole forever. But even if it doesn't make sense to you, that's what Jesus brings, and embrace that at this table. Embrace the different pieces around the table and the different pieces in yourself, becoming whole again and truly being at peace.